May 7th, deadly shelling along the line of control. May 8th, 300 to 400 drones launched. May 9th, 26 drones sighted in multiple states. India had had enough of Pakistan's provocation. Early in the morning on May 10, India carried out counterattacks, targeting major cities like Islamabad, Lahore and Rawalpindi, triggering massive explosions. India also hit 3 Air Force bases: Noor Khan Air Base in Rawalpindi, Rafiki Air Base in Shorkot, and Murid Air Base in Chakwal. A jittery Pakistan quickly closed its airspace and started firing long-range missiles targeting Indian positions. But they were no match for India's superior air defense systems. The Indian Army also destroyed multiple Pakistani posts and terrorist launch pads near the Jammu region, which were being used to launch tube-launched drones into Indian territory. Caught off guard, Pakistan launched what it called Operation Bunyan-un-Marsus and fired a Fatah-2 long-range missile. It's a surface-to-surface missile and has a range of around 400 kilometers. The target was reportedly Delhi, but it was intercepted over Sirsa in Haryana, where the missile debris were found. Debris from Pakistani drones and missiles were also found in Punjab's Amritsar, Jalandhar and even Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. Pakistan wasted no time in claiming that its strikes had caused major damage to India's military infrastructure. But India promptly called out Pakistan's campaign as a tissue of lies, accusing Islamabad of manufacturing falsehoods. India admitted that 26 locations were targeted by Pakistani drones, missiles, loitering munitions and airstrikes. And among the sites attacked were air bases in Udhampur, Pathankot and Bhatinda.
पाकिस्तान सेना ने पूरी पश्चिम मोर्चे पर लगातार आक्रामक गतिविधियां जारी रखी। उसमें यूकैव ड्रोन, लॉन्ग रेंज वेपन्स, लॉइटरिंग म्यूनिशंस और लड़ाकू विमानों का उपयोग कर भारतीय सैन्य ढांचे को निशाना बनाया। नियंत्रण रेखा पर भी ड्रोन घुसपैठ और भारी कैलिबर हथियारों से गोलाबारी की। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सीमा और एलओसी पर श्रीनगर से नलिया तक 26 से अधिक स्थानों पर हवाई घुसपैठ के प्रयास किए गए। भारतीय सशस्त्र बलों ने अधिकांश खतरों को सफलतापूर्वक निष्क्रिय किया। फिर भी वायु सेना स्टेशनों पर उधमपुर, पठानकोट, आदमपुर और भुज बठिंडा स्टेशन, इन सब पर उपकरण व पर्सनल्स को हानि पहुंचाई। मैं ये भी बताना चाहती हूं कि पाकिस्तान ने हाई स्पीड मिसाइल सुबह 1:40 पर इस्तेमाल करके पंजाब के एयरबेस स्टेशन को दागने की कोशिश की।
India also said that the Pakistani army has begun moving troops towards forward areas, signaling a possible intent to escalate hostilities.
Pak military has been observed to be moving their troops into forward areas, indicating offensive intent to further escalate the situation. Indian armed forces remain in a high state of operational readiness. All hostile actions have been effectively countered and responded appropriately. Indian armed forces reiterate their commitment to non-escalation, provided it is reciprocated by the Pakistan military.
But after India retaliated, Pakistan resorted to intense artillery firing along the line of control, even killing a senior Jammu and Kashmir official. An unidentified object crashed into Dal Lake in Srinagar and blasts were heard across the Kashmir Valley. Tensions between the two nuclear-powered nations have skyrocketed after the Pahalgam terror attack in April. India has carried out multiple strikes deep inside Pakistani territory ever since. With their air bases destroyed, conciliatory voices are now emerging from Pakistan. Pakistan's Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar said his country would consider stopping here if India stopped its military offensive. Contact was reportedly established between the Directors General of Military Operations of India and Pakistan. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio spoke to Pakistan's army chief and India's foreign minister and urged de-escalation. Without naming Pakistan, the Indian government warned that any act of terror will be considered an act of war. Shortly after came a seemingly innocuous post from US President Donald Trump. claiming that after a long night of talks mediated by the United States, India and Pakistan have agreed to a full and immediate ceasefire. Just when everyone was wondering if it was real, came a flurry of posts from the stakeholders, Marco Rubio, Ishaq Dar and S. Jaishankar, all confirming that a ceasefire had indeed been reached. Minutes later, India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri gave a brief statement.
Military operations of Pakistan called the Director General of Military Operations of India at 15:35 hours earlier this afternoon. It was agreed between them that both sides would stop all firing and military action on land and in the air and sea with effect from 1700 hours Indian Standard Time today. Instructions have been given on both sides to give effect to this understanding. The Directors General of Military Operations will talk again on the 12th of May at 1200 hours.
Within hours, Pakistan was up to its old tricks, violating the ceasefire agreement with India. Sirens blared and explosions echoed across India's border states as Pakistan once again launched drones into Indian airspace. Loud blasts were reported in Srinagar, while air raid sirens went off in Udhampur and other parts in the Jammu region. Blackouts were enforced in several areas across Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab and Rajasthan as a precaution. Indian forces carried out a proportionate response using similar drones equipped with loitering munitions.